gatherings. The fact that Mr. Arruda was very cautious, prudent at the 1 p.m. press conference for gatherings during the holiday season. And then you had Mr. Legault opening the doors, or opening the door for a 2020...
Setting expectations.
Yeah, I mean, do you have the impression that that was a good strategy for the population to get them on board if himself mentioned the idea of having 20, 25 people for gatherings?
I think it's another case where the government shouldn't make politics or raise expectations, should wait for science, and should disclose science in a very transparent way. We never got that. We never obtained that throughout the 3 waves. So once again, the demand from the Parti québécois, please follow the science and stop doing politics, because we know that politics will be wrong in terms of following what the science requires.
But just to clarify one last time, the fact that the Premier himself opens the door for 20, 25 people gatherings, does it make more difficult afterwards to ensure the population follows the rules?
Of course, if the science changes, if the data changes, and you need to change the expectation, what is the rationale? What is the need to create expectations many weeks in advance? It's exactly what we've done a year ago when we told people that Christmas would be great during 3 days, only to backtrack afterwards because there was no data, no science before underneath that first announcement. So we need to stop doing that.
I think Mr. Legault is playing a very dangerous game. It's the 28 days challenge all over again. In such a time, politics should be behind science, not in front of science. When Mr. Legault does that, he raises the hopes of a lot of Quebecers, and those are legitimate hopes that I share deeply. Still, Quebecers are intelligent. They have learned how to behave themselves in a pandemic. They know how these things work now. We should respect their intelligence and be transparent and follow science, not try to dictate science politically with such frivolous declarations.